Welcome to Savvy Sense. I'm Cassie.
And I'm Emily.
And here at Savvy Sense, we love to empower moms to become savvy savers. Right now, we are doing a budgeting series where we help you to tackle any budgeting issue that you're having. We tackle 4 different hurdles that people have, and we give you some strategies and tips to try to help overcome that. So if you've missed the ones before this video, go ahead and check them out in our playlist. And let's get going with today's video. So this video is going to be all about how to not get influenced to buy things that we don't need. And this is such a hard thing for people to do, myself included.
Me too.
Because we see people on social media, it's everywhere. We have a look into people's homes, their lives, their activities like we never have before. And even if it's not a blatant ad, it's basically like, ooh, look at that comforter they have. I want that. Where'd they get that? You know? So in this video, we're going to be breaking down some of the hurdles that people have with this and giving you strategies to help overcome all of that. So Emily, has this been an issue for you in the past?
I mean, I think it's something that happens slowly over time, and it's something that kind of happens in the background. We know logically that we see people's lives on social media as a highlight reel because we've been told that many times, right? But even though you know that, it's still something to kind of log in your brain. You're like, oh, that person's home is so beautiful and big, or that vacation was amazing. And so I think that it's something that's really important to be aware of. So I'm glad we're talking about it today.
Too.
How about you?
Yeah, I feel like it's just so easy to get sucked into that, and it's such a good reminder that I think everybody struggles with this. So hopefully we're going to be giving you some tips today to help you overcome this hurdle. The first tip is to go ahead to unfollow or pause accounts that are making you feel like you need to buy stuff that you don't necessarily need in your life. I know for me, it's easy for me to kind of like brush through the ads that are on Facebook, but I know for some people this is a struggle and this is difficult. So if there are any accounts in your life that make you feel like you want to push that purchase button more than others, then I would go ahead and just empower you to go ahead and you can either pause them or unfollow them, but just trying to make your social media a place where you feel empowered instead of feeling like you have to feel influenced, because even if it's just in the background, sometimes it gets like our wheels turning. What are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I mean, I completely agree with that, and I think we also get intrigued by accounts where like their life looks perfect or something. I don't know. I feel like I'm drawn to that, and so to make sure I just put that in check and like follow accounts that would uplift me and not necessarily influence me to buy things or project this perfect lifestyle that I would like to have as well, and be grateful for what I have.
Definitely.
So.
Tip number 2 is to surround yourself with people that aren't focused necessarily on things. And Emily, I know you have experienced this, so would you like to share?
Yeah, well, I think we've said this. I think none of us are immune to this, right? And it's easy to focus on the stuff in our lives. So there's no fault in like people doing that. And I don't really notice it that much. But I do, with this tip, I really think it's important to just focus more on people and things around you who focus more on what you want to focus with. So try to surround yourself with people who uplift you and who help you not focus on things versus like focusing more on getting rid of friends that do that, right?
Definitely.
Like I think it's better, and then that way you'll kind of attract people.
Yeah, like-minded people.
Yeah, like-minded people as well.
Definitely.
So that's kind of my thoughts. What about you?
Yeah, so when I was 19 and I had just moved away to go to college, a friend of mine and I would go to Express every Friday.
Do you remember that store?
I know. I'm old.
It's an awesome one.
We would go to Express every Friday and spend lots of money on clothes. Awesome. And we were bad influences on each other because we would both be like, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? And I'm still very good friends with this person, and our friendship has luckily grown and blossomed, and we're like such good friends, but it's just so funny. So what I would say is not to get rid of people in your life at all, but maybe just to take out the activity that makes you feel compelled to spend money. So instead of saying, hey, you want to go to Target and spend some money? Maybe say, hey, do you want to come over and we can, drink some coffee or tea or whatever and just chat, or go for a walk together. I've been doing that a lot with friends and just going for walks and enjoying outside. And it's so fun because then you get friend time and you're not spending any money, especially if you're in debt and you're really trying hard to get out of that place.
Yeah, that's awesome.
The third tip is to step away from any apps that are making us feel compelled to spend more money than we need to. And hi, my name is Cassie and I love TikTok. I love it so much. Meanwhile, go ahead and check us out on TikTok.
Yes, give us a follow.
And but I was so interested in TikTok because when I first joined, I didn't realize how many accounts there were on there telling you to buy stuff. Like, there's all these accounts that talk about, like, oh, this is what you need on Amazon and this is making my life better. And don't get me wrong, there are so many things that do make your life better, I am sure. But I felt like, okay, I have to be really sure if I'm going to stay on this app that I can stay focused and kind of like the videos I like and make sure to ignore that other stuff, because like we were saying, I'm not immune to it at all. I definitely was like, I definitely need that new cutlery set. I totally need that. And so just making sure, like having like a really honest conversation with yourself. Like, is this app good for me? Is this keeping me focused on what my goals are? Because that is really tricky. It's difficult to do. And so I think that it's important to just kind of reevaluate that constantly. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, it kind of goes along with like the unfollowing or muting accounts, right? But as far as the different apps go, I know like with Instagram, it's easy just to like, someone that you follow and is a good account will sometimes promote products. And it's easy to say, oh, that'd be a great Christmas present. Or like, I want to get that for myself, my sister, or
especially
whatever.
If they have a discount code.
Right, discount codes just suck me in. But I know that I've like spent a lot less time on that, and it's just really like, I don't even, if you never see it, it's never a thought.
Yeah, definitely.
And so sometimes it's good to turn those off. I know another app that's like a social media feed of products to buy, and so they have like personalized mugs and just like all this fun stuff. And I want to stay, I want to stay up on the trends, and I want to know what's in, but like when you do that, it makes you want to buy things because you want to make sure you're staying up. But so I've just deleted that one, even though it's so fun and there's a lot of great things, but I remember like a lot of the things that I did buy on that app, I probably donated 90% of it.
Yeah.
Or it doesn't last.
Yeah.
And so I just kind of found that you just have to, everybody's likes and interests are different. Yeah. Everybody has different apps that they use that influence them. And so you just have to figure out what is that for you. For me, it just really like curbed my spending to turn that off.
Definitely. So. And the fourth and final tip is to take a step back and maybe write down in a gratitude journal or in your phone whenever you're feeling like compelled to buy stuff, to just remind yourself of what you have. I know for me, this has been a game changer. A couple of years ago, started doing this, and I am not perfect with it at all. I should be more disciplined about it. I'm not. But when I'm feeling in my life, like I'm noticing things, like people are doing things that maybe I want to do, or buying things that they have and I would like to have too, and I don't, because we have bigger goals and I'm trying to stay focused on that. I take a minute and I have a journal that I have specifically for this that I bought at the Dollar Tree.
It's awesome.
And I just write 5 things down quick that I'm grateful for, and I say them out loud. And I do this with my kids too, because my kids sometimes can be like, Mom, can we have this? Can we have this? Can we have this? And I'm like, okay, let's talk about what we're grateful for. It's really important to do that. And I feel like it really changes my perspective and my kids' perspective. And it's just such a game changer. Yeah. What do you think about that?
I mean, being grateful, like you said, just changes your whole frame of mind. Yeah. You switch your focus, right? I have family members who are really good about doing this. They like write down in their gratitude journal every day, and I wish I could be that good at it. But one thing our family has tried to do is at dinner time I have a little, I don't know if you guys have seen the journals that are like one note a day or something, and you write down just one little thing each day. So you can put the year and the day. And I just write down each of our names, and we write down one way that we've been blessed that day, which is basically the same thing as being grateful, right? Because you're recognizing something.
But you're doing it every day. I like that.
Yeah, so we do it at dinner. It's a good time, and sometimes we miss, let's be honest.
Yeah.
But we're trying our best. And I think one of the things that I've really gleaned from that experience is none of the things that we ever think of are things or material things. Yeah. I mean, occasionally my son will say Legos. But what 9-year-old boy doesn't love Legos and finds some joy from that? So anyways, I think it just really helps to put things into perspective again and be grateful for what you have already instead of always wanting more.
I love that. It's such a great reminder. We really hope that these tips have given you tools in your toolbox to help you overcome this hurdle of not being influenced to buy stuff that you don't need. We know it's so difficult, but we also believe in you, and we know you can do this.
Make sure to hit like and subscribe, and comment below with any ideas that have worked for you and how not to be influenced to buy things.
And please don't forget to check out the 3 videos before this in the series, all about overcoming budgeting hurdles that everybody encounters when they're budgeting, and we can't wait to see you in the next one.
Okay, we did it!
Giving tip is to fall Did
you want me to say? Do you remember that story?
Yeah,
Did
it's so funny. I'm old.